Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get this sword. He's always like way behind,
It just happened, okay?
Yeah, I don't know why you're always so far behind.
I don't get it either. I don't get it.
Maybe it's because you have dial-up internet.
Dude,
I use smoke signals, and it works fine for me.
Yeah, it's like 550 download with my megs. All right, dude, I got speed.
I don't even know what that means.
That's
fast internet, dude.
Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope you all.
There it is. Will Smith and the Dodgers take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I'm the pitchers are in the windup now.
And the pitch. That's
Cutter.
a swing and a miss.
And the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. What are you talking about, Toast?
Dude, what kind of source
I don't
are you
know
getting?
I don't know how you're so far behind. That's what's weird to me. How am I ahead of you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna call my service provider.
You should, dude. I'm never ahead of Kyle ever.
I was literally behind. Like I had to fast forward. I wasn't at real time.
I was like, dude, that's so weird.
Anyway, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good morning, Wednesday morning. By the time most of you are watching this, hope you all had a nice Tuesday night. Well, actually, hope you all had a better Tuesday night than I did. I didn't get reverse swept or anything, but my 3 biggest bets lost. So even though I did get a couple wins in there, I won the Bulls and I won that first 5 under that me and Trevor bet. Even though I did get a couple wins in there, it was still a terrible night for me. Terrible Tuesday night, absolutely terrible. Really, the Spurs. Man, that was the one that hurt. I really liked that bet. The Suns, whatever. I mean, took a 7-point underdog. It was a 4-point game with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Whatever. The end of those NBA games are pretty volatile. I took a 7-point dog that closed at 5.5. I'll take that every time. But it's the Spurs, the one where I placed that bet at +4, thinking that was a great bet. It closed at 4, so it got no closing line value, and they got decisively beat at the end. They were winning like the whole game, but damn, I don't know where. I was just way off on that one. Anyway.
Dude, we forgot to talk NIT last night, by the way.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, there was NIT tonight. I went 2-0.
Bro, you said Irvine you were doing it. So you got to let me
know.
know.
There's the crown. I totally spaced on it. That's my fault.
Is there NIT tonight?
No, it was tonight. There's no more until a couple days from now. So hand up. That's my fault, chat.
Yeah, thank you. Another September. Brewers did win. Unfortunately, I didn't bet it, which is weird because I really like the Brewers too. That did not make my final ticket. I tried telling these guys that the Brewers were the play.
There tomorrow.
These wannabe sharps, man. All right.
I didn't even disagree with you.
Someone said, to be honest, Kyle, Suns wasn't a far off pick. No, not at all. I mean, it was a 4-point game. The Suns had a look from 3. They missed a wide open 3 that would have made it 1 possession with a minute to go. I mean, like it's one of those like coin flip games came down to the end. It's not like we should have won, but like we could have won easily. It's not. I'm not really stressing the Suns pick. It was the Spurs that really, because not only did the pick lose, it was the wrong side, and I didn't close well, which means like the sharp bettors didn't agree. I missed something is what it means. Anyway. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into the slate. So this is the plan. We're going through it here. There's no 4 p.m. baseball show tomorrow. 11 a.m. I got Legeza coming on. So we're going to go through this slate at 11 a.m. with Legeza. Oh, and Friday, Toast, Friday, 4 p.m. I need you to host. It's you, Lindy, and Legeza. I'm going to the Phillies game with some friends. So
cool.
All right. Rangers, Reds, and Great American. Hunter Green gets the start. So this price is very respectful of the young Jack Leiter. He does have a legendary Met for a father. Is this price a reflection of the Jack Leiter hype here?
I told you guys he was good. I just want to make that clear. I told you guys this kid was good, and last year was not a reflection of how good this kid really is. The Reds keep on taking money, and I guess I just don't really understand why.
Wait, you don't understand why the Reds are taking money?
Yeah.
It's Hunter Green making a home start against a 22-year-old kid.
Okay, great. The Reds still can't score, and they've only played home games.
Dude,
and they
scored
score.
15 runs like 36 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, one time, and everything else has been 3 runs or less. So again, they can't score. They had one really good game. They can't score. That being said, Texas has struggled to score as well. So again, I just under or pass. I guess first 5 under or pass. I'm probably going to end up betting Texas. I want to see what the bullpen situations kind of look as far as tomorrow is concerned. But yeah, I just don't understand. Reds can't score, guys. That's all I got to say. The Reds can't score until they can. It's going to be
way too early.
Yeah, I got burned on them today. I thought that was a really good spot for them. They didn't put up a single goddamn run. So, and it's not. Yeah, Nate Eovaldi's good, but he's not that good. So, yeah, it's Rangers are under for me.
Rangers are under. I put first 5 under or under 8.5.
That's better.
Trevor, you have any thoughts on this one?
Lockstep with Toast. First 5 under. Both these two teams struggle to score. Leiter looked pretty damn good. Hunter Green's always good at home, for the most part. But I think these two offenses that can't score, I like the under. Not to mention the wind's blowing in from right field at 16 miles an hour tomorrow. So I think it's going to be a dead under game.
I'd probably just go. I see. I don't know if this would be a quote unquote square pick to take Hunter Green at home. It feels, but we're polling at like almost 50-50. You said the Reds are taking money. I'd probably go Reds here.
Yeah, the line keeps on going up. There's no question
let's
about that.
To the next game, which is Brew Crew, and I quote, Trevor Van de Bosch is on the record saying, quote unquote, "We're back, baby." He said that.
Oh yeah.
He went from an absolute piss, let's tank for next year, to we're back. That's what he said.
Welcome to dealing with me. I live in the moment.
He lives in the moment. So in the moment, the Brewers are back. So in the moment, is backing Steady Freddy here a good play at home?
Dude.
I've always liked Freddie better at home than on the road. Brewers against Reagans, 0 for 11, 5 strikeouts, not good. Peralta versus the Royals, 4 of 26, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. They have good success in the limited sample size versus these lineups. Brewers have the second most plate appearances versus lefty this season. Not good. 60 weighted runs created plus, 562 OPS, 066 ISO, and a 17.5% hard hit. They struggle hitting lefties, but today it switched. The switch has flipped. The bullpen and pitching finally showed up. We had a great game. We got the monkey off our back, and now it's time to keep rolling. I took the Brewers minus 113 money line for tomorrow.
Wow. All I have to say is,
Go ahead and take Cole Reagans at plus money. It's probably free.
I like Cole Reagans. To be honest, is what you said about Peralta. I like Cole Reagans better in Kansas City. But Cole Reagans is a beast, dude. Toast, this feels like a pretty cheap price to steal on old Cole here.
Unfortunately, I'm not a big Cole Reagans fan, so I wish I could go to bat. We all know that Freddie Peralta is absolutely terrible, so it would only be Royals for me. Yeah, I'm just not the biggest Cole Reagans fan. That's the issue for me. So Kansas City also has like 4 lefties in that lineup. That's where Freddie Peralta really dominates. Freddie Peralta really dominates. So
Where's the can I get a weather report on this game, because 7.5's awfully low.
Yeah, it's I'll give you one in here. Roof closed.
Roof closed. Is Milwaukee a positive run index park?
Yes.
It's very.
So why is it 7.5?
Because you have two of the best, bigger name pitchers on the mound. And
bigger names. You switch that up. The bigger name pitchers. You gotta go. You go over here,
dude. Fastball Freddie went to New York and played them with the cheating bats and gave up like 2 runs on a windy ass day.
Oh my god.
He's gonna shut down this lineup. I have no fear.
Toast is gonna shut his computer off if we talk about the torpedo bats again.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something about the first. We're not even gonna touch that torpedo bat subject. I've been telling you guys that Freddie Peralta is not good for a while. When he will let you down, I promise you.
On the road, 100%.
So why wouldn't you agree with an over then at 7.5? I don't understand why you're not on the over.
Because the Royals can't score. That's why. The Royals are just like the Reds. They had one really good game where their bats came alive, but besides that, they scored 4 in extra innings in the game against Cleveland, and besides 4, 2, 11, and 0. I mean, they can't score. So Freddie, I don't think that Freddie Peralta is that good, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of Cole Reagans, and I'm really not a fan of this Kansas City offense right now. So, yeah.
And shout out that comment, Chattanooga, whoever yelled Nougat at me. Chattanooga, baby.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a comment.
No, do I. I want to release Arisa Rise right now. That's what I want. I'm so over this guy. God damn it.
Speaking of low totals, we got a nice 7 here, and Toast Guy is on the mound. We're talking about Mr. Skeens. How did Skeens look in his first outing, Toast?
Shaky. At best.
At best?
At best. 5 1/3 against the Marlins. 3 hits, 2 walks, 2 runs. Shaky. At best. Best.
We're actually early polling coming in on the Rays.
Pepe Le Pew. People love Pepe Le Pew. I don't know if it's Beaver getting into their heads or what, but they love them some Pepe Le Pew.
Are you going to take the plus 105?
No, it would be Pirates or pass. The only reason I haven't bet the Pirates is because I'm afraid of the price. I don't understand why it's so cheap. I mean, I hate Paul Skeens with more than anybody else in this earth, but I mean, this is ridiculous.
You hate him more than anyone else in this earth. There's like evil people out there, but you hate Paul Skeens.
Those people don't know who Paul Skeens are, though. Those evil people don't know who Paul Skeens are. Okay.
Well, does it make you feel any weirder? Talk about how this price, it's a sketchy price. Why is it so cheap? We're polling Rays. Well, like 50-50. So people are
just give me 1 second.
Why are people betting Tampa then?
Give me 1 second. Ferguson, Wentz, Santana, doesn't care. I see Ferguson and God damn, why'd they use them both? Well, that shit. If this is a price, the first 5 is going to be cheap too. So
minus 130 money line for Pitt.
Why is it so cheap?
I don't know, dude. That's again. I mean, I know.
Does anyone have anything in the comments why we're getting Paul Skeens at such a good price?
I mean,
the offense is terrible.
Oh, okay, they're playing the Rays, dude.
Yeah, the Rays have at least put up some runs. The Pirates have scored 3 runs after the first 3 games of the season.
So you on Tampa then, Trev?
No, I would be on the first 5 under or Pittsburgh first 5 run line. It's Skeens Day. It's just I do it almost every time. Haven't bet anything on this yet, but first 5 under seems like a better bet here. Pirates no success versus Pepe Le Pew, and it's Paul Skeens versus the Rays. So I would with the wind blowing in. So I would take first 5 under or Pirates first 5 run line. First 5 run lines plus 115 too. Like very tempting. Very tempting.
Someone sent in us.
Like I don't understand. Like that's
why.
No,
it's very weird.
That's what I just looked at. I'm like.
So someone sent in a $5 super chat. He says, "Kyle, for the love of God, stop betting the Suns."
I mean, this could easily be like 1-0 Rays after 5, to be honest, or the Pirates up 1-0.
I don't understand Pittsburgh. Right now, if we did an offense, just offense only, offensive power rankings, ballpark, where would Rays be and where would Pirates be? Offense only. Pirates probably bottom 5, right?
I mean,
the Rays would be back there, right? Are the Rays supposed to be good this year that I don't know about?
Not really. I mean, especially, and they just lost Josh Lowe.
They lost Lowe?
Yeah. They lost him a couple of days ago.
There's so much Rays ball I watched.
Brandon Lau is still in the lineup, but Josh Lowe is hurt. I mean, the bottom of that lineup's bad between Misner, Jansen, Walls, and DeLuca. And Morel is like feast or famine for them. I mean, it's either a home run or a strikeout for the most part. So Diaz, Lau, and Caminero are a pretty good 1, 2, 3. I mean, nothing. I mean, average, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just really confused on this price. To be dead honest.
Well, there's a lot of people betting Tampa. Seibert said he's taking Tampa.
That Mangum kid
So-
looked pretty good.
I mean,
Are people out on Skeens already?
No.
I mean, no one's
Yeah.
clicking. The Pirates barely won that poll. Skeens at minus 125. That's a cheap ass Skeens price against a Rays team that's not very good. I don't understand.
I mean, I guess you can say that the Pirates. I mean, obviously the Pirates bullpen is like one of the worst in the league. I mean, them and like the Nationals right now, it's really bad. I mean, they just sent Bednar down. We just talked about that earlier on the show earlier. And Holderman is a guy who's blown 2 saves already this year. Justin Lawrence has blown a save. That's a guy that came over from Seattle or from Colorado who's just absolutely terrible. So, again, I guess if you're playing the Rays, I would play the Rays full game. If you're playing the Pirates, I would play the Pirates in the first 5 and just hope to God that they can score against Bednar.
Maybe the Pirates without Bednar after a bullpen day. You said Ferguson Wentz. They got Wentz now in Pittsburgh. Santana went. Maybe you wait. Hopefully Skeens has like a 2-0 lead and maybe live bet like a Rays plus 2.5 or something.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Oh,
That price is so weird to me. It's just
I already did the poll. I just ended. So we got Angels, Cardinals next. Man, the end of this game pissed me off.
what did you have? Did you bet this game?
Yeah, Cardinals was my biggest MLB bet of the night. And look, I'm not saying like I should have won, but the way the Angels, the Cardinals had it down to, it was tied in the top of the 10th. And there were 2 men on with 2 outs, and they couldn't get out of it. When all they needed to do was make that out, and the Cardinals would have won. Pissed me off.
They tied it up too. Bottom of the 10th, they ended up tying it up.
No, I know.
Bases loaded.
Yeah, but then they scored 3 more in the 11th. I watched the end of it. Disgraceful. We got Angels with Kikuchi on the mound. Not a particular fan of Kikuchi, although I don't know if I trust the Cardinals to hit left-handed pitching this year. The era of the elite Cardinals lineup against left-handed pitching is so long gone. Goldschmidt's not even there anymore. So, like, the elite Cardinals lineup against left-handed pitching, that doesn't exist anymore. That's a 2023 thing. So maybe Kikuchi could pitch all right. Sonny Gray, Toast is about to tell you he's got a dead arm. Maybe can I get a weather report here at Busch?
Yeah, massive wind. Wind's blown out to left field at 20 miles an hour at opening pitch, and then 3 p.m. A little rainy, breezy, 19 mile an hour to close. So potential rain, overcast, windy.
Where's the wind blowing?
To left field.
Out.
Blown out. What about an over potentially?
Yep. Kikuchi on the road versus a whole bunch of right-handed bats in this Cardinals lineup. I'm not trying to make it. I agree with you, Kyle. It's not the same team versus left-handed pitching, but it's Kikuchi versus a whole bunch of right-handed bats and Sonny Gray, who I promise you guys isn't that good anymore. So I know that he can look good at times, but he's also probably not going to be in the game very long. Both these bullpens were used a lot yesterday or today, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, and by the way, Sonny Gray pitched against this Angels team last year and got absolutely throttled. So I like the over here. I like I said, I'm just kind of looking at everything closely right now, but it'll probably be a bet for me.
Someone said, Kyle, do you track the chat poll results? I don't, but I actually, if someone is in the watching right now that's in the Discord that watches every single show, hit me up in the Discord because I'm looking for someone that could do the timestamps and the chat poll results so we could see how I could say, like, you guys went whatever. That'd be cool. I feel like that's a cool thing to show you guys how the polls are doing. And also the timestamps. Right after I end the stream, I literally have to go and rewatch it and do the timestamps. So I need someone that is available, is going to be watching every stream, and someone that's in the group that wants to make a few dollars. Trev.
I actually just bet this, just so you know. I just bet this over 8 because I think it's going to be 8.5 by morning. So
yeah, all right, I'll do it. Trev, what do you think? Are you intrigued by our over?
Yeah, I like your over, but I like the Cardinals more tomorrow. I like Sonny Gray. I don't care what Toast says. I like Sonny Gray. He's got great numbers versus this Angels team too. Angels versus righties this season. You know what? A small sample size, you can argue. 34 weighted runs created, 22% strikeout rate, 466 OPS, and a 26 hard hit rate. Cardinals versus lefties this season, small sample size, but a 140 WRC plus. They're hitting lefties a little bit. Kikuchi sucks on the road. You got wind blowing out. They've lost both games in this series. Getaway day for the Angels with an early first pitch. I think Sonny Gray does his thing. I'll probably give up a few with the win, but Kikuchi's going to give up more. And that Angels bullpen I like, but they've used those arms back-to-back nights. So they're going to leave Kikuchi out to die. Give me the Cardinals money line tomorrow.
I agree. If I was taking a side, it would be the Cardinals. Minus 145 is a little steep, but I agree. It would probably be the Cardinals if I was taking.
How does 143 sound to you? Because that's what I got.
Still a little steep.
I'll be on Mike Trout probably hits, runs, and RBIs, maybe total bases, but he's has very, very good numbers against Sonny Gray as well.
How many times have you even seen Sonny Gray?
39 at bats. 10 for 37, 2 doubles, 4 homers, 956 OPS.
Let's talk White Sox ball.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Is this correct? The White Sox have a plus 136% ROI this year.
Dude, they've won what are they, 500 this year? They're always a nice plus money prize.
They're 2-3. They lost today. But you know what? I don't think the ROIs on these graphics, I don't think they update till the next morning. So I don't think today's loss is included in that. So
look at the Twins. They're 100% ROI.
They were minus 100 because today they got their first win. They were 0-4. The ROIs, for those of you there in the midnight show, they'll always be one day behind. I mean, early in the season, you notice it. Once you get to a month in, the ROIs adjust 1% a day. You won't even really notice it. Anyway, Pablo Lopez making a road start here against Berkey. Trev?
Yeah, I like the Twins first 5. Or not Twins. Good God, no. White Sox first 5. Toast favorite bet, the plus half run here.
You are killing me. We're getting that huge 146 price. Just take the freaking money line.
Are you tracking what
bro.
he's doing with that?
Yes, I got it right. Oh, don't worry. I got it right here.
0-1. 0-1.
Doesn't.
Well, hold on. No. Did it lose?
Yeah.
No, he's tracking whether or not you needed the half run, not whether.
That's all I'm tracking.
Oh, okay.
Just to prove a point.
You know what? Fine. I'll take the first 5 money line plus 140.
Don't let him goat you into it, bro. It's a good bet.
Because once this is
what's the price?
1 at first 5, minus 115, I think you got.
Don't let Toast goad you into some shit.
115, bro. You're paying $1 almost for that. $1.
What's the money line?
I got plus 146.
Yeah, but believing in the White Sox is scary. Minus 115.
That's 60 cents for a half. That is an expensive half.
I was exaggerating. I'm just saying.
No. I'm agreeing with you. That does feel.
I know. I'm saying it wasn't really $1 though. That's all I was saying.
That is pretty expensive.
I get what you're saying, but when this is 1-1, I get paid out versus if it's 1-1, I get my money back, or if they're up 1-0, I still get paid too.
I think the correct answer on this is what Legeza was saying. It's depends, because sometimes if that run's only 30 cents, but if that runs 60 cents, I think he's overpaying for this half run here. Toast, what are your thoughts on Big Pablo this year?
I think he's one of the most overrated pitchers in Major League Baseball. I think that he's an analytics darling that people who like to pay attention to fantasy baseball and roto stuff like that really like him because he has very good numbers and his stuff plus numbers and all this stuff. And you can say whatever you want, but he's not that good, and he doesn't really perform really well. He also faced this White Sox team twice last year, and we all know how bad this team was. 9 total innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. Nothing really impressive. And not to mention the fact that I honestly think Sean Burke is one of the most underrated starting pitchers in Major League Baseball right now. Going back to last year, like I talked about the first time that we bet them, he's been really, really good. I mean, against Oakland, against the Padres, on the road at the Padres, I might add, on the road at Detroit, both those two teams, obviously playoff teams, and then this first start this year against the Angels. This kid's been absolutely fantastic. So I think that we're going to continue to be able to get these big numbers on him for maybe another week or two, maybe 3 or 4 more starts, and then we're not going to be seeing numbers like this. But when I saw the White Sox at plus 146 in the first 5, it was probably one of the best. It actually was. It was the first bet I made on the board today.
You really played the White Sox first 5.
Yeah.
You're a hatred for
Sean
Pablo
Burke
Lopez.
has. It's not even the hate for Pablo Lopez. Let's just call him. Let's just say that he's good, and I don't think he's good. You're still not. This Twins team still can't score.
Yeah,
they had one decent game. Besides that, it's been 0, 2, 1, 3.
I think you're jumping to these conclusions a little early here in the season. The Twins can't score.
again, it has nothing to do with that. I'm getting everything I want. I feel like I have regardless. People are really underestimating Sean Burke, and if that's the case, and I'm correct on that, I'm getting extreme value with the White Sox here, regardless of how you make it. I would, yeah. It has nothing to do with my hate of Pablo Lopez. It's like the fact that he's overpriced. This Twins team still overpriced, and people still look at the White Sox like they're some terrible team, and they're performing even better than the Twins are right now. And so until then, there's nothing to shake your head about. Until they prove otherwise, I'm going to continue to play against them.
They're performing better than the Twins because of a 5-game sample. Give me Twins -1.5. Pablo shoves.
The Twins are hot. Cat shit. They're fucking terrible.
Well, I was gonna say the White Sox bullpen's terrible, so you can have it. You might.
I think this is one of those moments where we can play back this clip of you saying like the White Sox are playing better than Twins, and it's gonna be like Nationals.
I hope they clip the part of.
Oh no, the odds are wrong.
So I can clip that.
The odds are wrong. So this one is -130 +110. Wow, the Nats are road favorites here. I guess Mackenzie Gore effect, right? Yes, this one's -130. I'll fix it on the screen. Sorry about that. So we got Washington.
Well, also he's facing Easton Lucas, which is something.
Which is something.
Just Jesus Christ.
So we got the Nationals at. Who is Easton Lucas? Am I supposed to know who that is?
No, I had to look him up to figure out who he was, if we're being dead honest with you. So, yeah.
All right. So
nothing. Go ahead.
No, I don't know what to say. I
was just going to say he's barely pitched at all. Just the spring training really wasn't fantastic. I think he's pitched, I don't even know, like less than 20 innings in the big leagues. He's got like a 2.2 whip, a 10 ERA. Nothing really special. Mackenzie Gore is really good. I don't know if I want to pay, what is it, -120. Let me see what the first 5 is. Yeah, I would be more comfortable with the first 5 on the run line, or if you want to pay -135, that's fine. But I would go first 5 run line -102. Hopefully you can get a +100 when other books populate, but that's how I would look at it. I would focus on Mackenzie Gore pitching, continuing to pitch well. Keep in mind he's been very, very good. So, and he did pitch against Toronto earlier in his career, so he has a little bit of familiarity there. So yeah, I just think that Mackenzie Gore is really, really good. So
play on Gore. What about Trev?
I kind of liked Toronto here, or the Toronto's team total. I couldn't find a pitcher originally. But I think Mackenzie Gore had a great outing versus the Phillies, but the Phillies came out and said that, the shadows were fucking him up. Not going to be any shadows here. Believe what you want. Maybe it's an excuse, whatever. That's what they said.
It was an excuse because last September when he faced him, he had 9 strikeouts against him, and there was no shadows. So there was no excuse there.
Shadow game. But still, Toronto, 12 of 36, 2 doubles, 2 homers, and only 5 strikeouts with 2 walks against Gore. I think Gore shoved really, he had a great game versus Philly, but I don't know if he'll bounce back and do that thing on the road here. Toronto's been hitting the ball pretty well. They're scoring. Nats bullpen's absolutely trash. So Toronto team total over, but I didn't bet this game.
I'll go Blue Jays or pass. I'll take a shot on the youngster. Not going to bet it, but I'll
do that.
Mackenzie Gore, we know who he is. He has his highs and lows, and you'll get sell high spots on him. He pitches well. And
you are tripping, dog. Yo, he's only been getting better, and now he's really starting
I'm confused.
to show
Why do you only have the first 5 then? If you hate my
because
bet?
the Nats bullpen is terrible. That's why.
Okay, well, doesn't that factor into my money line pick?
I'm talking about you talking bad about Mackenzie Gore. That is all.
Oh, well, I'm not talking bad about him. I'm just saying, like, people love to jump on his nuts. Like, after he pitches well, he's good, but he's not that good.
It was a direct shot at me because I said he was a dark horse Cy Young before the Phillies game. So thank you, but nice try. I know your tricks. Okay, I'm not.
It's not what happened.
Not a first-time guest here.
It was not a direct shot at you. Don't treat me like the radio host you call into. Cubs on the road in Sacramento. Do the A's suck at home?
I guess, man. Jesus Christ, Severino, are you kidding me? I don't know, man. What's the price on this? I haven't even looked at this game, to be honest with you. I know Jeffrey Springs is on the mound. I think the Cubs might be a little bit better than people are giving them credit for. This offense just continues to roll. Even in that loss against Arizona on Sunday, they scored 6 runs. So obviously, I don't know how many they finished with tonight, but I know it was 7+. So Tyone sucks. I just don't know how they are off the top of my head versus left-handed pitching. Let me see. Suzuki decent, Swanson decent, Tucker decent. Yeah, I don't know. Have they seen a lefty this year?
63 plate appearances. 117 WRC plus. That I don't know. 63 plate appearances. You got to imagine they've seen one starter.
Yeah, I would assume so too. Yeah, I guess over. I guess over or pass. Yeah, they saw Eduardo Rodriguez, and that was it. So maybe there's a little bit of advantage in the first 5 for Oakland. I mean, they were able to score some runs tonight too, and I do think Tyone kind of sucks. So maybe in Oakland first 5. I don't think there's a chance in hell I bet this game, to be honest with you. I think the Cubs are pretty damn good. If I just had a little bit of confidence in Jameson Tyone, I would probably be betting the Cubs if I'm dead honest with you. But yeah.
I feel like no one's going to want to take the Athletics here. But I don't know. I don't know enough about either of these teams to give an opinion. I just feel like based on what we've seen so far, everyone's going to want to smash the Cubs at the money line price. There's got to be some action coming in on the other side, keeping this at a pick, right?
I would assume so, yeah.
Trev?
Who even knows what the Cubs lineup will be tomorrow on getaway day? I mean, they could just throw something out there. Tyone sucks. I like JS59, a.k.a. Jeff Springs. He's been really good. I'm with you. I like the Athletics. I haven't played this yet, but I've been staring at their money line here. Springs, he had a really good game against the Mariners, and after that game, he had a .95 xFIP, and fucking Tyone's got a .561 xFIP. And the Athletics, maybe they're not winning games, but they're putting up runs. I mean, I know the Cubs are too, but who knows what the lineup will be. This line's really short, kind of weird. We've been getting plus money with Severino, and I know Estes is dog shit, but now we're getting to pick them. I think Tyone just gets blown up here, and I think the Athletics of Sacramento find a way to get it done. Let's mention their bullpen is respectable. Maybe it hasn't looked like it, but they've been good.
I kind of agree with you. I think the Athletics are the play, but before the season, I declared them the fake sharp team of the year, so I don't want to go back on my word. All right,
Good thing there's 162 games.
I'll put the Athletics up. We're polling 56%, 27% Cubs, so yeah, I mean, as expected, the Cubs have looked way better, and we're getting a pick 'em with Tyone, who people like. I don't think Tyone's going to be as good this year, and I think Jeffrey Springs could be a solid starter. I honestly might be talking myself into an Athletics bet there.
Tyone's weirdly good at Wrigley. Like, I don't know if he just gets lucky and the wind's blowing in every time, but he's really good at Wrigley and sucks on the road.
He had the year of his life last year that was aided by a last 7 starts where he faced Pittsburgh twice, Cincinnati, Washington, Colorado. And then I think the Yankees in Arizona. But again, those numbers are so much better than what he really was. He's a fade for me.
That is true. What someone said in the comments, by the way, Val Kilmer did pass away 29 minutes ago, according to this. So,
damn, rip Val Kilmer.
Yeah, rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
Varsity Blues.
Yeah. Varsity Blues.
Isn't that Val? Am I thinking of the wrong
Varsity
guy?
Blues, dude. Top Gun. Even I know that, dude.
Now I gotta Google Val Kilmer.
Hold on.
No.
Val Kilmer's from a bunch of movies. Top Gun. He was Batman.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, never mind. He was not in Varsity.
He's probably most known for Top Gun, and he was also Batman at one point. You're thinking of the head coach in Varsity Blues is Bud Kilmer, but he's not. That's not the actor's name. That's the character's name in the movie.
Val Kilmer, Bud Kilmer, same thing. Hey, right. Shows you how much fucking movies I watch.
Anyway, interesting matchup here. Detroit on the road in Seattle. You got Louis Castillo getting plus 100 at home. That's kind of crazy. I mean, he's much better at home. You will not see many times throughout the year where Castillo is going to be getting plus money at home. That being said, it's Scooble and it's warranted I want to take the Mariners. I know Trevor. Go ahead, Trevor. Take Scooble. Talk about how
no
good
chance
Scooble
in
is.
hell. Scooble masterclass incoming. I mean, he pitched really well against the Dodgers, and then they got to him late. Who are you gonna really hold it over the guy for the Dodgers getting to him? Come on. Tigers versus Castillo, 17-72, 2 doubles, a homer, 20 Ks. They had a strikeout rate, but their offense is looking really good this year. If you take, and funny enough, Baez is 9 of 38 with 3 doubles and 8 strikeouts. So he somehow has a little.
I was going to say, you take out the Baez strikeouts, it's really not that bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Rest of the lineup 8 of 34, 3 doubles, a homer, and 12 strikeouts. But Mariners were Scooble 10 of 45, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 16 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Scooble, again, Dodgers got to him, but whatever. But Scooble versus, I quote, major hot trash stinky ass dog turd filled Mariners lineup. That's all I need here. And Scooble is also having his college teammates and former coach from Seattle University at the game. So expect a masterclass tomorrow.
I like that.
Take his strikeouts.
You like that, Toast? Who gives a shit if his college coach is going to be at the game?
He was amped.
I didn't know anything about that. So
I was listening to the broadcast.
I bet you were. It sounds like a load of
Shut up,
bullshit.
Benetti.
Toast, you want to take Seattle with me?
no,
Come on, dude.
I don't.
It's sharp.
Dude, I can't, dude. I can't. So
Their team total's 2.5, bro. 2.5.
then take their team total if you want. But I think we can get the brooms out for tomorrow. I think I have one right here. Yeah, we can just sweep. We can just sweep the Tigers because that's what's about to fucking happen tomorrow. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. I've been on the record since I had my fight with Silverback on this show that I keep on telling you guys that Luis Castillo ain't that guy. So they've been trying to trade him for a while now. I mean, is he, again, he's the definition of average for me. He's going to give you 4 or 5 innings of 2 or 3 run baseball, give or take. That's exactly what he did against this Detroit team last year. I keep on saying this, and I'm going to continue to say it until Detroit proves me wrong. But after the Dodgers series, I felt like they were playing really good baseball, and they probably should have won a couple of games in those series, not lose all 3. It wouldn't surprise me if they came back and swept the Mariners here. Again, I think that Detroit's playing some of the best baseball in the league right now, and nobody's talking about it because they got swept by the Dodgers when it was Mookie Magic in one of the games. They lost Thursday 4-5, and then Saturday it got away from them. But regardless, I think Detroit's playing really, really good, and Seattle still can't hit. I mean, that's just point blank period. Seattle can't hit. So I don't care if Scooble's mom or dad's there or who the hell ever's going to be there. Regardless, he should pitch well.
Detroit's playing some of the best baseball in the league right now. They won 2 games.
I will repeat that. They won 2 games and could have easily took 2 or 3 from the Dodgers if the Dodgers didn't have $1 billion payroll. So I repeat, the Tigers are playing some of the best baseball in Major League Baseball.
You are
no
fucking
question.
Crazy.
No question. That's not even a question. They just came up and whooped Seattle twice with Logan Gilbert, Mr. Cy Young Dark Horse, Mr. He doesn't lose at home. Whooped.
Mariners
Belt to
money
ass,
line.
as the kids like to say.
I'll be on my own little Mariners island, and I will watch.
Oh man,
there's nothing I love more than people going to bat with Luis Castillo against me. There is nothing I love more. Can't wait.
So yeah, as you imagine, everyone in the polls taking Detroit
because they're a bunch of sharps.
As you can imagine.
San Francisco. Sauce never watched the Tigers game, dude. Don't get me started on Tigers ball.
Dude, Sauce is like a closeted Tigers fan. You guys don't know Sauce.
You haven't been watching the show long enough if you think I never watched the Tigers.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys, that was a bad one. That was not a good one.
Yeah, I know this Tigers team in and out.
I heard that they got rid of the dirt runway to the mound at wherever the fuck their field's called.
Comerica? I don't know.
Comerica.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's bullshit. That's the coolest shit ever. I love that. So dumb, but I love it.
We have a man named Landon Rupp pitching for the Giants.
Big talent.
Is he? Is he a prospect?
Yes.
How good of a prospect? Because the Astros are trash, dude.
Pretty good. In the context of all things, it was him and my boy Hayden Birdsong fighting for the fifth starter this rotation. So he's just as good, if not better, than Hayden Birdsong, which is that's saying something because that kid is extremely talented. Been saying that for a while now. But regardless, I don't know how you. I get that Framber Valdez is on the mound. I don't understand how you can lay this price with the Astros, knowing they can't hit, and you're getting Landon Rupp on the mound. With a chance, to kind of solidify himself in the rotation against an Astros team that just truly just can't hit. And I just don't understand this price at all, if I'm being dead honest with you guys. So you can put up the Giants for me. I don't know if I actually end up betting it, but I wish that they had a little bit more lefty bats in the lineup. They only have Young-Hoo Lee and Patrick Bailey, who's a switch. Everybody else is right-handed, and that's where usually Framber pretty much dominates right-handed bats. But so I guess you could put an under up for me, maybe a first 5 under, because I do think that Landon pitches well. He should pitch pretty well against this Astros team that can't hit right-handed pitching. And his 3 starts last year were pretty damn good against the Padres, Milwaukee, and Kansas City. He went 5 innings in all of them, gave up 2 to Milwaukee, shut the Padres and the Royals out. So I do think the kid can pitch. I think this lines up for a really good spot for him, to be dead honest with you. If I would say San Francisco money line, if I had a better look at their bullpen. I just don't know how it went down today. So
it's not good. There's no Ryan Walker. There's no Tyler Rogers. I'm looking at it now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then there you go. It'd be first 5 or pass then.
Astros. Trev?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of backing the Giants full game here. I put money line down also. Rupp last year, he was, he's obviously going to regress. 17.2 innings on the road, no earned runs, 0 ERA. He was pretty damn good on the road. Versus Valdez, the Giants, not a lot of success, but the Giants offense this year, 24 runs versus 13 runs allowed in 5 games. They've been scoring. The Astros have not been doing shit offensively, so I will take the Giants here plus 136.
Nah. With no bullpen.
The only way Houston wins is if Valdez goes 9 innings of shutout baseball and they win 1-0.
No, Sauce took the wind out of my sails because he's right about the bullpen and it bothers me.
When am I wrong?
Afraid. Who's going to get a hit? Who's going to score on the Astros?
You guys are crazy with these 5-day conclusions. You're out of your mind.
Dude,
first, again, like I said yesterday when you said that, the Astros haven't been good against right-handed pitching for a while now, and then and you take out Tucker and Bregman and all this stuff, it's not the same. So I understand your sentiment, but it's not until the Astros actually do something versus right-handed pitching. You have to keep that frame of mind.
Dodgers minus 1.5, just one.
Plus 150. I grabbed it live.
We all took the Dodgers last night.
Yeah. Shout out to Apollo. Apollo, I told you the Dodgers ain't the one, bro. I know you're trying to be sharp, but don't.
He took
don't
Braves.
Try to bet against them. Back-to-back nights. Lost with them last night, then came back and did Sales a Beast. Let's go.
Apollo had a bad night tonight. He said it was his first losing night in a few days. He's been doing well.
He's up a lot.
He's been doing well.
Not to mention the one run they got was because Mookie glitched out and hit the stick on the PlayStation controller and threw it out to the freaking outfield wall.
Let's talk Cease. Really don't know what to think about this Cleveland lineup.
Oh, you don't want to start with how good the Padres look? That's not where you wanted to start?
I don't understand what you want me to say. They look good. You need it reimbursed every few minutes.
That just felt good that you acknowledged them, so I'll take that. They looked good. Yep, we'll take that.
This sounds like the words of a deeply insecure person about their baseball team.
Oh, I just get a lot of chirps. Lots of chirps.
A lot of chirps.
It's a lots of chirps.
Trev, are you a buyer or a seller in the 2025 San Diego Padres?
Cool. They're running hot right now. Let's see them do it the last 157 games of the season. So yeah, I can't wait until we play you, buddy. I cannot wait to sweep you.
Yesterday, Trevor was tanking for 2026, and now he's like, we're going to sweep them.
I can't wait either, buddy.
Dude,
I can't wait either. Please bring that pitching staff to San Diego.
We got the monkey off our back. Uribe came back tonight, and it jolted the system. Everybody played damn good tonight.
It was a jolt.
Shout out Chad Patrick. Patrick Chad, whatever his name was.
Buddy, my bullpen hasn't. My team hasn't given up a run past the 6th inning all year. All year.
Sick. Half of your games are against the Braves. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, because the Braves were supposed to be terrible, and Cleveland was supposed to be terrible this year. You're right. They're playing this dog shit teams.
The Braves will be fine eventually when they get people back, but right now they're running ice tub cold. They're terrible.
Ice tub cold. How cold are they running? Ice tub cold.
Ice tub cold. Yeah. That's below freezing, by the way.
Any reason
I bet
to
the over 7.5 in this game already.
You think Cleveland can get to Cease?
Yeah, I mean, Cease looked not great the last time. I mean, he had 2 earned runs, but this Cleveland offense, I don't mind it. Like, they don't strike out, they get walks. They
don't strike out. They struck out 11 times tonight.
Michael King.
Okay, and Kyle Hart hit his strikeout probably the night before. This ain't the same Cleveland team that's not striking. It was 3.5.
Oh, I'm sorry.
5. Okay, I'm just
telling you.
I don't care.
I like the over. I
don't like that over pick. I kind of like the under.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm just telling you.
I bet the over 7.5 already. I think this is going to be, and you didn't even let me get to talking about the Padres before you jumped all over me. The Padres can easily score against Ben Lively. They can put up 8 runs themselves. So I think if Cleveland gets 2 or 3 runs, I don't think there's an issue of this game going over. So I took the over 7.5 tomorrow in this game.
I don't like that pick. Toast, what do you think?
Fine.
Hefty price for
little steep.
Hefty
Pretty
price.
Good. Pretty good.
I would actually lean Cleveland here. I'm not the biggest Dylan Cease guy in the first place. I do think that he should be on track for a really good year this year. But at the same time, I agree with Trevor that this Cleveland lineup, I think, is better than what it showed so far. The strikeouts, they're still striking out over 5 times a game. But regardless, with Ramirez back now, I do think that sooner or later they're going to get right. And with me going on about the Padres bullpen, sooner or later they're going to give up some runs later on in the game, and it could be tonight, or it could be here tomorrow night as well. So I don't know what the Padres bullpen would they use tonight, but I don't think it's really going to matter. But yeah, it would be Cleveland or pass for me. Just too big of a number with the Padres, and I wouldn't want to lay -1.5. Strata, Adam.
What's the Cleveland to get shut out? Cleveland all team total under. I don't think Cleveland's going to score.
100-1.
It's not 100-1, bro.
It is so hard with this Padres team right now at these prices.
They just shut him out today, Trevor.
That was Michael King.
Dude, it's fucking Cease.
I'm aware who's pitching.
Do you remember what happened when Cease faced Cleveland last year in Cleveland?
No.
Offhand, no. I looked earlier. I don't remember.
7 innings, 1 hit, 10 Ks.
In Cleveland, different. This is in San Diego.
You're right. It is different. They play so much worse on the road.
Yeah, they were only the best home lineup in baseball last year, Trevor.
Not since the sarcasm.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
That's fine. This is gonna be, we'll say 3-6 final. Padres win.
Let's talk real ball.
I bet you the Padres do.
Yeah, let's talk Marlins baseball.
Bet Marlins. Villanova point guard on the mound.
Yeah.
Marlins.
Hybrid athlete.
Oh, the Villanova point guard.
Grimace -1.5.
You trust Clay Holmes like that, huh?
I trust the Marlins are shit. It's a pure fate of the Marlins.
I don't disagree. So you can put the Mets up for me. I don't know if I actually bet it. I don't really worry about Clay Holmes long term, but at the same time, I don't really want to start trusting him laying -200. I mean, it is the Marlins. I will give you that, but Connor Gillespie and Sandy Alcantara on different planets as far as talent and productivity is concerned. So keep in mind also, I know that the Marlins have a 3-2 record or 4-3 record or whatever it is now, but our 4-2 record is, but what, 2 of those wins or 3 of them all came off of walk-offs in Pittsburgh. So a little bit of fool's gold for me. So yeah, it would be Mets minus 1.5.
They scored 4 runs tonight. They had 3 hits.
Yeah, so
Kyle's
fool's gold. Easy.
Fool's gold.
Although the Mets aren't scoring runs either. So just for the record.
What are your thoughts, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Clay Holmes over 14.5 outs. Yeah, I think the Marlins, not on paper, not great. They're on paper, statistically, they look all right, but they're not a good team at all. And Clay Holmes, he went 4 2/3 or something last outing, 4 1/3. He threw 90 pitches and he still made it into the 4th or 5th inning. So I think against this Marlins lineup, I think he can go 15. They're trying to stretch him out, and it wasn't a terrible first go around for him. And now you're going to get the Marlins. I think he gets to 5 innings at least here. They're just, he threw 90 pitches last game and he went into the 5th inning. If you're going to throw 90 pitches against the Marlins, I hope to God you go 5 innings at least. So I'm going to be on his over 14.5 outs here. Absolutely no faith in the Marlins to do jack shit tomorrow. And I think they'll have a big enough lead to where they can just kind of let him go.
Beaver likes Clay Holmes strikeouts. He just posted in our Discord, so a little free play.
I stared at that too, but I went with the outs instead.
He's also climbing the ladder up 6+ as well.
Ooh,
that's right.
An extra rung on that bitch.
I think he just hit a ladder too with one of the Rays pitchers. I'm pretty sure.
Bastin.
Was it a Rays pitcher? I don't know. That's gonna bother me now.
What is this price?
Yeah, dude.
Are you kidding me with this price? Eflin at home? Well, I don't know if Eflin is the same at home here as he has been at Tampa.
Exited my notes out. Hold on, but yeah.
Hand up. I didn't bet the Padres Cleveland over 7.5. I bet this game over 7.5. I got my 7.5.
My God, get your shit together.
I was like,
Bro.
yo, I was surprised.
But I still like that over.
All right.
Wow.
He said, "Hand up." Fair. We're done.
Hand up.
Transparency.
So you like the over 8 with these 2 beasts on the mounds. Eflin at home, where he's always a beast. Garrett Crochet. You like the over?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're aware. Garrett Crochet just got fucking paid like 2 days ago. 6 years, 170 mil.
So you're implying he stops trying now?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think, he's going to be coming out just feeling all loosey-goosey, feeling good. Just got 170 mil in the freaking bank. I think he comes a little loosey-goosey here. And the Red Sox versus Eflin, 20 of 65, 6 doubles, 3 dingers, 15 strikeouts, and a walk. Wind blowing out to the left field, 12 mile an hour. Baltimore's hitting lefties pretty well so far this year. And the sample size, and this price kind of feels weird. Crochet at minus 120. I mean, everyone loves Crochet.
I don't, dude. It's Eflin at home.
We're
polling at almost 60% Baltimore.
Yeah.
Are we really?
Yeah, and I think Boston hits up Eflin a little bit, and then Baltimore also gets to Crochet. So I like the over. I bet 7.5.
Well,
I don't hate the over.
It's my first time this year. Get that dirty water out. Drink it up, boys. I'm gonna be on Boston.
Because the polls on Baltimore?
No, I'm just looking at it, and I was surprised. But you have guys like Rafael Devers, who's absolutely destroyed Zach Eflin in his career. If there is one place that he can get right, it's against Zach Eflin. Williar Abreu, 5 for 10 in his career against Zach Eflin. Cedane Rafaela, 857 OPS. If there's a spot for Boston to get back on track, it's going to be right here with their big lefty on the mound. And a whole bunch of guys that have seen Zach Eflin multiple times in their career, including twice last year. I really like Boston. The more I'm looking at this, the more I really like it. So unless I'm missing, I'm looking at Zach Eflin's splits really quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything like absolutely crazy. But it would take a huge Stark versus lefty bats. Can't touch him. How many lefty bats is in Baltimore's lineup tomorrow? That's your question. Or Boston's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense then. Okay. Yeah, I'm still on Boston.
I'm putting the over up. I like Trevor's pick.
Let's ride.
Hopefully he chose he gave the right over and didn't give us the wrong game again.
No, I just double checked my open bets. Red Sox, Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, I'm on Boston because Devers is one of the lefties and he's had success. Abreu is the other one of the other lefties. He's had the success. So yeah, I'm on Boston.
This one's a little interesting.
Extremely.
Now, it's not the fact that the Phillies are minus 325 favorites. They're at home with Zach Wheaton. No, I don't think the price is necessarily ridiculous. Obviously, I think it's inflated. But, I mean, I get why the Phillies would be insanely high favorites here. What's the interesting part, Toast?
That Kyle Freeland is pitching really good.
Look at the total.
Yeah, Freeland's going to shove
7.
What is the implied?
What
is the implied score of this game? Are they thinking the Rockies aren't going to score 2 runs?
I guess so. I would assume so. I bet you their team totals are
7.
1.5.
Kyle Freeland pitching on the road against the Phillies. 7.
Rocky team total 2.5 plus 100 for the over.
What? Over? You get a team total over 2.5 at plus money.
Yeah.
This game's gonna end 4-3, and everyone's gonna lose their Philly run line bets. Dude, Freeland pitches damn well against the Phillies.
Damn well.
24 of 124, 4 doubles, a triple, 6 homers, 39 strikeouts. That's a 30% strikeout rate, and then a 29% whiff rate. Phillies versus
but
lefties
11 of those strikeouts are Trey Turner, and he won't be in the lineup.
I don't care if that's fine.
I just pointed out. That's all.
That's fair point. Fair point. Phillies versus lefties here, limited sample size, but they have a 34% strikeout rate versus lefties.
Why wouldn't he be in the lineup?
Would he tweak his back or something?
Yeah.
Freeland's last 3 games with the Phillies, 2 of them were on the road. He had 8, 6, and 7 strikeouts, 0-4, 1 earned, and then he gave him 0-3 and 1 hit in those games. I took Freeland over 4.5 strikeouts here, minus 130.
Went with Freeland.
Freeland. Freeland, yeah.
4.5?
He's going to shove tomorrow. Yeah, 4.5.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Disrespectful.
I might even dabble a little bit on the first 5. You know what? I'm going to do first 5 money line for Toast potentially here.
I would take the half run. It's always smart to take the half run.
You're not lying. It is a smart.
You can get the
strategy.
Rockies. You can get the Rockies first 5 plus 1.5, not a half, a 1.5 minus 130.
Can I get first 3 plus 1.5? Fuck, let's push our luck.
It is so tempting. Rockies first 5 money line for me.
Come on, dude.
Let's do it. I'm going to throw a halfie on it.
There's a small chance I might play that half, that run and a half at minus 130 as well. But
what's the price on the first 5 money line?
Plus 230 or 220, whatever. Depends on the book. First of all, the Phillies versus left-handed pitching is not a spot that I'm trying to back. Bryce Harper can hit left-handed pitching, but besides that, Trey Turner's really the only other guy. I guess Schwarber's numbers versus lefties isn't bad either, but Turner's the only. That's Schwarber and Harper, obviously. But besides that, everybody else is kind of hit or miss. Again, the Bowman Castellanos numbers are hit or miss, but they're not really fantastic. They don't really have fantastic home numbers. And yes, are the Rockies bad and is Zach Wheeler very, very good? Yes, there's no question about that. But this price is just absolutely crazy for a guy like Kyle Freeland, who I think that is pitching really well. He looked really good in Tampa Bay. And again, you have a total at 7. Again, if I lose a plus 230 dog, I'm going to be okay. But this price is absolutely insane. Maybe if the Rockies were like plus 160, plus 170, that would make more sense. But this, with a total at 7, a walk and a pass ball and a hit, and that's a run, and that might be the only run you see this for. I don't know. I just feel like this number is just absolutely crazy. So I will be on the Rockies first 5 tomorrow. Just a matter of how I play it. But I will be sprinkling the money line regardless.
Yeah, add that first 5 money line for me too. I'm gonna throw a little halfy on it. Ride with toast.
What about a Rockies plus 2.5 at minus 130? I mean, if the total's 7, how many?
I just don't want to deal with the bullpen. Like we've seen this with Philadelphia. Almost half the games that they've played this year is that they're super slow starting, and then they put up 5 runs, 7 runs, 5 runs the other night. I mean, seriously, the 3 wins that they have, the Colorado one the other night. They came back in the 7th or 8th inning with all those homers. They lost to Washington the game before that. They only scored 1 run. The other game against Washington, they won 11-6, and they had 2 runs through 6 innings. So again, another slow starting game in the same situation on their first game of the year. They had no runs through 6 innings. They scored 4 runs in the late innings. So again, Phillies haven't done anything for me to warrant this price, let alone they're going to be up against a left-hander, let alone that left-hander's pitching very well. This price is insane.
Arizona is on the road in Yankee Stadium. We got Zach Gallen against Rodon.
Yeah, this hurt. This game hurt me.
Yeah, I know you like that first 5.
Yeah, I don't need. It just sucks because I didn't get it wrong. I just got fucked.
No, you got it wrong.
Fucking Josh Naylor, dude.
I was gonna say. I mean, I guess, but if.
Oh, why? What happened? I didn't watch the game. What happened?
He flipped the ball 5 feet to first and went over Burns' head.
Yeah,
it lost on an error.
Well, it was in the 4th, but I probably would have ended up pushing. But regardless, it was essentially like the play in the World Series where they didn't cover. And except for this time, they tried to cover and he threw it over his head. It is what it is. They ended up winning the game, but the Dodgers won, so I'm good. I'm not really.
Josh Naylor's not exactly a defensive piece.
No, definitely not.
Do you think
he had a chance to redeem himself with bases loaded and he fucking strikes out? Shout out Eugenio, whatever the hell his name is. I can't say it.
Eugenio Suarez, a.k.a. Gino.
Just call him Gino.
Only.
Just call him Gino.
Smart.
Can Gallen pitch well here in Yankee Stadium?
No, he's about to get fucking his. Can I say shit pushed in? I'm just gonna say it. Yep, he's about to get rocked.
Over?
Okay.
Or Yankees?
Yankees team total over. I'm pretty sure it's at 3.5. Let me double check that.
No, it won't be. The total's 8. And there, no,
it was 3.5.
No, it wouldn't be. Total's 8.
Yeah. Okay. It's juiced up now. So now it's 4.5 plus 115. So, I don't know how I'm going to play this yet. Honestly, guys, I missed the number. And nobody would have been able to tail that anyway. So, I guess over. You could say that for me. Hold on, that just throws a wrench in my shit. Hold on. Arizona. Don't wait for me. Somebody else go.
Trev, what do you think?
Yeah, I kind of like the under in this game. Yankees are Gallen, 7 of 81, 2 doubles, a triple, a homer, 32 strikeouts. That's a 36% strikeout rate. And a 29% whiff rate, 6 walks. Rodon versus them, 21 of 106. 32 strikeouts as well. Winds blowing in from right field. I like the Diamondbacks bullpen. I think Gallen kind of deals a little bit here, and I think they're corked bats. They took the cork out to kind of throw people off the scent a little bit here. So yeah, I like the under here, under 8.
I agree with Toast. Gallen's about to get slapped.
Yeah, do those strikeout numbers, is that like with Trent Grisham and stuff? Because yeah.
It's versus lineup. It's who's that?
Okay,
lineup.
That makes sense. Okay, because I was gonna say my numbers are completely different. But yeah, if you had Trent Grisham, who won't be playing, the strikeouts go. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I think this is a very affordable price for the Skanks here, minus 135.
Probably free.
Yeah. I do agree. I'll be on the Yankees. I'll probably play it on the money line, to be honest with you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially off of a bullpen blow up like that.
I'll bet this.
We all know. Yeah, me too. We all know that Zach Gallen can't pitch on the road. Zach Gallen's absolutely terrible. I was just trying to figure out a way to fade Zach Gallen, and I guess it's just Yankees money line off of a bullpen.
Minus 126 on FanDuel right now. And Arizona versus lefties isn't really. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. All you got to really worry about in that lineup is Marte and a little bit of maybe a Gurriel and maybe a little bit of Grishik. But besides that, Rendon should be okay unless he's just freaking off. But he made Milwaukee his bitch, so I guess he should be able to do that with Arizona too.
Corked bats with the wind blowing out on a sunny day.
And guess what? It's still going to be winds blowing out tomorrow.
No, it's not. Wind's blowing in from right
No,
field,
it's
7 to
not.
9 p.m. Wind's blowing in from right field, short porch, blowing in, 12.5 to finishing at 11.5 around 9 p.m.
Don't get
Still
Trevor
short
started.
porch.
Don't get Trevor started on the wind, Toast.
Yeah, you may be the barometric guy, but I can stare at a chart and read numbers.
He can do it.
Well, you should see this. You would see high pressure then, right? Which is also
Again, the barometric and all that not listed on my my thing. There is a chance of precipitation. There's a chance of precipitation.
There is a chance of precipitation. Yep.
No, there's not.
17%.
All right, I'm on the Yankees. I just bet it.
Unfortunately, the East Coast doesn't have retractable roof technology yet, so just
Let's get like a 5-1 final. Everybody goes home happy.
Braves on the road against Snell. Last game, and then we'll call it.
Ohtani bobblehead night.
Is
no
it really?
shit. He has like
there's
3
no
of them, but
total.
yeah.
I don't know
8.5.
why the total- Is it 8 now?
I see
It's just gonna be. Yeah, I guess depends on where you get it.
I'm actually seeing more 8s than 8.5s. Trev, are you going? Do you think it's a sharp spot to take a swing on the Braves?
Yeah, man. I kind of hate the Braves tomorrow. I like Blake Snell. He's got really good numbers against his lineup. The Braves, they scored 1 run on a guy who hasn't pitched in 2 years because of an error. This team is I don't even have the adjectives to describe how bad this team is. Dodgers -1.5, Dodgers first 5, Snell strikeouts. I like them all. I'm not sure which way I'll play this, but probably Dodgers first 5 and then Snell strikeouts or something. I mean, the Braves are fucking terrible, man. Like, this team is broken. Until they actually do something and score more than 1 run a game, I want no part of it.
What do you about Toast? Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. Dodgers won't have Tanner Scott most likely, but Trident should be good to go. Yates should be good to go. Vesia should be maybe. But regardless, it doesn't matter. We're just fading the Braves, and we're betting the Dodgers every game until otherwise. So Dodgers -1.5, -110 on FanDuel right now. Bet it now before it continues to go up. Rinse and repeat with the Dodgers. This is just what we do, guys. Very simple.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Be back at 11 a.m. Toast, you going to be on for 11 a.m.
Of course.
with Legeza?
I'm gonna
All
miss
right.
Big John. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you can't miss Big John.
I'd be pissed if you didn't invite me.
Can't miss Big John. What's the matter for you? So yeah, we'll be back in.
Now that I was thinking about it, between him and Lindy, I'm gonna really have to navigate that show to keep it
Yeah.
under 3 hours.
I was going to say, that sounds like
Yeah.
it's going to be.
It's going to be quite the chore. By the way, the Nuggets Timberwolves game tied with 19 seconds left in double overtime right now. So yeah, everyone enjoy your night. I got an NBA video and a golf video coming tonight. So I'll be pumping out content the next 2 or 3 hours. Keep your eyes peeled. See you all in the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern.